totally fine. I really don't. It's not weird at all.
No, we can totally. I actually find that amusing.
Hi.
So we're gonna actually wait till Joe gets here to start. He's wrapping in like 30 seconds.
I'm literally serious. We can share.
Back to back.
Good.
Like this.
Okay. Yeah. Like a bad 80s sitcom. Let's do it.
As long as you do this when you're posing.
I think it would be
When you're back to back, you have to do the
If
pose.
it's just for this one, I'll stand. I'm fine.
Yeah.
So I'm fine.
We can sit on my lap. Oh, the other good
so much better, right?
Stop because I was like, maybe we can start asking the questions.
I feel like this.
Here,
I don't have any.
you can jump.
Love the shirt.
This is our band. We have bands. Oh yeah. Lucifer's.
Yes. Alright guys, this is Joe Henderson.
Lucifer's.
Hello there. I'm in. I enjoy a good lap seat.
All right, so we have the mother of Lucifer, going on. Will we see any other manifestations of God now that the fury is coming to?
Are you asking
Earth?
perhaps what if God was one of us?
Exactly, just like the song. If you want to break in the song,
There you go.
It's a stranger on the bus. Yeah. Well, Mom, this season is really focused on Mom, and we will get a lot of her backstory with her ex-husband, if you will, and how that went. But as far as seeing God or meeting God, you never know. On our show, like you never know what might happen. But right now we have no plans to. Right now it's all about Mom. Is what is happening.
One of the things that I loved about season 1 was God is this distant figure. You never get an answer from him. And then season 2, here's Mom in the flesh. So the fun of it is, like, you've got this distant father figure, if only that was a metaphor that in any way spoke to me. And then you've got this contrast. Mother here in person, dad far away. That is, to me, like one of the central dynamics of season 2 is that idea I can't get a word from dad, but here's Mom. Here she's here with me.
This can be controversial stuff for religious people. Does that concern you at all?
It is a TV show. It is fiction. But what personally, as a woman, I like to think that there's male and female energy. That if indeed there is a God, which I like to think there is, that why not have man and woman that work together to make children, if you will. Man can't make children by himself. This is something that's very true.
Not yet.
So
Give science time.
we'll figure it out to where we don't need men, right? Anyway, so I hope that people understand that it's more like recognizing the female energy in spirituality, kind of giving that a face.
I also feel like it's funny because the idea really came from us having long conversations about things. Because what we did is we took these big ideas and we brought it down to brothers and dad. And once we started talking about it in those terms, the question became, where's Mom? And that became the big thing. Is like, to us, it's more of it's a family story. So to that extent, like, we feel like weirdly it gives us a little bit of wiggle room. Because that's really the story we're telling more than anything else, is a family that fell apart and whether or not they'll come together.
Can you talk about Trisha Helfer making her a series regular and what was behind that decision?
Because she's awesome.
It's so funny because it's kind of just rules. You have to kind of give 2 episodes before you make a decision like that. But literally day 1 on set, the very first scene she did, I was like drop the mic. Like Trisha,
She came in with a confidence of the role and a sense of what it was, where you believe. There's one thing, you just look at her and Tom, and you understand. But you believe her as someone that could have created both Tom Ellis and Amy Woodside, which is pretty small, not a small feat.
and she has such a range. And like, you know, the very first conversation we had about the role, she was at like, she wanted to make sure it wasn't just this kind of arch, like Cruella de Vil, sort of the mother of God, you know, kind of thing. And I was like, no. And she brings such a range. She has such a softness, such a strength. She has like 900 different colors, you know what I mean, that she gives at one time. And she's funny. She's super funny.
The biggest challenge on our show is we have to hire people who can be funny, who can do humor. And she came in and just nailed it. But like that is, you might know season 1, we hired a lot of comedians or at least people with comedic backgrounds. And that's why, because our show is amongst the 13 other categories of comedy. And she's just funny as anything.
And the nicest person ever. She's so sweet. Look at her smiling over there. Come on.
Can you guys elaborate a little bit on the dichotomy of the relationship between Lucifer and Chloe? Because she seems to be kind of a thorn for him in a way, because she makes him very vulnerable in many ways. So can you expand on that dichotomy and what will be explored in season 2?
To me, I think what's so fascinating is she makes him vulnerable, and yet he keeps going back. And to me, that is the new crux of their relationship, is why does he keep going back when he could just be living his life and not be vulnerable? What does that say about his desire to be vulnerable? And that is, to me, what's so exciting. Is less a thorn in his side almost, and more an opportunity to explore something he never has.
He's sort of, it's metaphor. He's learning about humanity, and I mean, what's better than being able to be vulnerable and still trust and feel comfortable, accepted, loved. I mean, that's what we all want. We all want to be broken and still loved. And I think that's what she represents for him, like a safe place of acceptance.
So Lucifer obviously has some daddy issues. Does he also have mommy issues? And can he tease any of them?
He definitely does. And I mean, the end of the season is him looking, I think, for the first time truly terrified. And there is a very good reason for that. And there's a very good reason that also for all the talk we've had about Trisha Helfer's comedy and all that, formidability. Like the fact that she can bring both of those things and bring a sense of real danger is important to our story. Because there's a reason Lucifer's great.
Alright guys, we have to move them. Sorry.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.
We're gonna move you guys this way towards me.
All right.